graduate of Wharton School of Finance, an accomplished author. Mr. Trump has authored over 15...
I've turned down many, many, many millions of dollars, and I feel guilty, frankly, doing it. You know, I see all these young people, and I don't want to tell you to do that in your lives. Don't do that. But at a certain point, you're able to do it, and therefore people, you know, they can't tell you what to do. They can't say, vote against the electric bill, vote against this bill, vote for a lumber bill, vote for whatever it may be. But when you look at guys like Ted Cruz, he's taken so much money from so many different people. I mean, he's totally controlled 100% by different industries, like Big League. Bush, the same thing. Rubio, the same thing. That's where they get their money. And they will be totally controlled, and there's not a damn thing you're going to be able to do about it, and you'll never understand it. You'll never know it. But I understand it, I guess, better than anybody. I've never met people like politicians. They are the most dishonest people I've ever met. And no, really. I mean, really. And I think, I mean, Jeb is just Jeb. But this guy, Ted Cruz, is the most dishonest guy I think I've ever met in politics. So you really have to understand, we have to get the word out, because what they do is they lie, and then they apologize, like he did to Carson. What he did to Ben Carson in Iowa was a disgrace. Affected me too, because he got those votes. If I would have gotten those votes, I could have won. But I have to tell you, of all the politicians I've met, even Rubio, who has his own issues, but even Rubio, the other night in the debate, he said the guy's a liar. I've never heard a politician call another politician directly a liar. Now, I'm sure it happens. But Rubio is sort of, you know, he's a calm sort of a guy, especially when he's under pressure. Then he gets real calm. But he actually called, he understood that, this guy right there. But he actually called Ted Cruz a liar. He is a liar. And you saw it the other night during the debate. I did well in the debate. A lot of people said I won that debate. But when I walked in, it was like my wife was clapping, my kids were clapping. But the whole room was made up of special interests and donors, which is a disgrace from the RNC. The RNC better get its act together. Because, you know, I signed a pledge, but the pledge isn't being honored by them. I signed a pledge. The pledge isn't being honored by the RNC, because those tickets were all special interest people. But the RNC does a terrible job, a terrible job. And just remember what I said. Remember in this room. I signed a pledge, but it's a double-edged pledge. And as far as I'm concerned, they're in default of their pledge. But he's very weak on illegal immigration, very, very weak. He was an amnesty guy, 100%. He said it. I mean, he was an amnesty guy. But he's probably, in a certain way, the weakest on illegal immigration, although I would save that for Jeb Bush, who I don't think is going to do very well, even though his brother's coming into town, which is, of course, lovely. Ever ask yourself why his brother went silent for all these years? No, don't ask yourself that. But his brother's coming in, and it's nice. I mean, frankly, I think he should have used his family a long time ago. I think he would have done better. I told him, I said, why don't you use the last name? You'll do better. Believe me, it's better than a hyphen. It's better than exclamation points. Much. Great honor. Please sit down. We'll have a little fun. It's going to be an interesting 4